All right, welcome back. Danny and cmarmotte on a team. This one's going to be exciting. Playing against Renshiro and FNSi. So this is a lot of Hoops players. Now, Danny and cmarmotte, I have not seen them on a team before. So both incredible players. Danny's been struggling in Hoops lately. I want to see him out of this slump. A player that I would say is a snow day main. But Renshiro and FNSi, of course, doing really well, performing in our tournaments as of late, especially in the last year. But cmarmotte is a player we haven't seen a lot before. But I do think he's just incredible. Oh, as he sneaks a shot in. I think he's a super smart player. He often looks like he's not doing a whole lot, and then he just pops off like this. Like, who goes for that opportunity? If Renshiro gets to that ball before cmarmotte, that's a guaranteed goal the other direction. But he snaps at the chance, getting there just an inch before Renshiro. That's what I mean. It's just like positioning is 99% of the game. Okay, maybe precision is higher than 1%, but you know what I mean. You can't do anything if you're not in the right spot to do it. And cmarmotte's positioning is excellent. Here's the save from Danny. Danny's defense has been pretty good, but I think he's... Oh, just barely glides in. It looked like the rim did nothing. It definitely bonked off of it. That's a crazy pre-flip. Oh my gosh. This team might be onto something. Love the team name too. EU plus NA. No way. I wonder, I feel like it should have been spelled in EU way. Like no, but I don't know. Here's another shot. Barely in. cmarmotte's on a roll. 3 goals now. Not the most mechanical player of all time, but just using every surface. He's out of his mind. 1 minute down. Rounds GG down 3 goals. A hat trick from cmarmotte now. Rounds, of course, probably not warmed up that much. cmarmotte and Danny did have to play a series before that, but we saw how that resulted. It might have been an easy series for them where they had to do more on the moderating side than the game itself. Danny double taps it in. Looked like that was going to be blocked, but Renshiro is facing the wrong direction. I wonder if there's... Oh, sorry, FNSi. I wonder if there's anything he could do here. The rim is just right in his way. Like, he can't fly straight after the ball. Like, maybe his best hope is to turn back into the net and just jump and hope. But even then, it feels like Danny had him beat. Because Danny went to the back wall and double tapped it, so it seems impossible. Danny maximizing his chances for that goal. That is going to be deflected as well by cmarmotte. I'm always excited to see when cmarmotte plays. cmarmotte used to be like #1 on the European Hoops leaderboards for a while. I think he held that role for a hot second. Certainly an excellent player, but old school. Shot. It's going to go way off to the side. FNSi will take it away. He's all on his own. Bang! Pinches that one in. It's going to say 30 kilometers or something stupid. Not too bad. Not too bad. Usually the... for some reason, you know how it is. Like pinches in soccer, it always says 1,000,000 miles an hour. And in Hoops, when you get a pinch, it says it didn't do anything. But nice to see a rare exception there. Renshiro going to double up. No, he's missed it. But cmarmotte just retreats, happy to take it off of the net. That's another unique thing. Any other player there does not let that bounce. But you can't be afraid of the net bounce, guys. It's a great tool to use. It sets you up lovely. It's going to bounce down. Here comes the potential. Nope. Swatted away by cmarmotte. Just around the corner means it's going to be easy to play defense here, though Danny has no boost. Shot's going to be way too low. cmarmotte, again, just waits for the shot potential so he can take it over the other side. Refills on boost. The lob up. It's going to be right back to cmarmotte. Tries to keep it low away from Renshiro, but Renshiro's got the better of it. Maybe a passing play. Just the shot instead. Should be easy for the backboard to defend. But the double tap here from FNSi is going to head down. Nice save there from cmarmotte. To the ceiling. cmarmotte with one touch. Getting the bump. Still, he is slammed into the ball, so should be pretty safe from here on. Still, just a 3-goal lead. Going to the final half. That's a great shot. Oh my. The lightest touch there. Renshiro slowing the ball down to tuck it into the front of the net. That's crazy. He's going sideways, nearly at max speed, and taps it so it doesn't move. I didn't catch how fast that ball was. That's a funny one. Over to the side. It's going to be set up for cmarmotte. Lift up. One more touch here to push it in. No, he needs to pinch it down. That's so close. Now the defense is going to stabilize. Renshiro doesn't have to worry too much about Danny having gotten bumped by FNSi earlier. Shot from Renshiro is straight on. cmarmotte goes up and over. Doesn't want to use boost to chase after it. He's going to use it here. So maybe that was a good move in the end. Holding on to that boost was everything. He let Danny take it, knowing that FNSi didn't have a good shot. And I have to wonder if Marmotte knew FNSi was empty. Having those like little bits of I don't know what to call it, like game knowledge. Being able to sense when your opponent is boostless. Not even sense it, but just know where they traveled. You gotta have eyes in the back of your head to tell when their attempt is going to be good, when they can, you know, dribble it, or when their only option is just a flick. That really should change your positioning. Oh, cmarmotte gets the boost, but gets killed for it. Here's FNSi now. Maybe a 2v1. Danny is going to have the pinch outside. Renshiro now set up. It's going to go skyward with it. Up over one player. Gets bumped for his troubles. And Danny is just getting excavated. Kicked out. He's got just an ounce of boost. FNSi was not sure. FNSi expecting some sort of dribble play that Danny could never hope to achieve with a scrap of boost. Shot is going to be just off to the side. cmarmotte trying to read the rim, but FNSi is going to have the go-ahead now. Uses a reset, gives it right to Danny. Here's the shot. It's real speedy. Renshiro needs to avoid the bump. Danny makes that shot in. So cmarmotte, at what point does he dash forward? Right there. He's looking for a passing play and then decides, I can take Renshiro out from here. They go all in on the 2v1. 6-2, and it's 6-B rounds right now. Going into 40 seconds left, probably an impossible task now. Danny from the ceiling. cmarmotte blocked into the ceiling again. They're going to just try to really send a message. More goals. Oh, that's a fast one. FNSi not able to read that. Hard to blame him, though. Almost able to tuck that in. But the rim will do all kinds of work. Here's the shot. No, it's off the rim again. cmarmotte and Danny definitely up to date in their rim fees. Finally, it goes in. Renshiro right into the side. But 3 goals in 4 seconds is certainly an impossible task, although it always feels nice to get the last goal of the game. Maybe there will be one more. At least show us what you're made of. Gonna go off the 45. Renshiro into the ground. cmarmotte saves it. He's gonna try to get one more tap. It's off the rim. There's another shot. These shots are not easy to make. And that one will barely tap down. So cmarmotte and Danny, holy smokes, what a team. Feels like a super group. You guys know they call it a super group, right? When a band, or like a member from band A that's famous, a member from band B that's famous, a member from band C is famous, they get together and make an album for one time, right? That's a super group. That's what it feels like. cmarmotte and Danny. I have no way of readying up. This is a bug, right? Here, I'll show you if you don't believe me. Here. Well, this is all I can see. Is something hidden? Well, that sucks. I guess we're watching the whole replay. I'd rather do that, I think, than leave the game, because it's going to get... I'm worried it'll screw up the overlays. That would make me waste probably more time than just waiting for the replays to finish. You're going to see some cute plays, though. Don't even get to see the timer in the end. That's so strange. All right, 1-0. Danny and cmarmotte. I don't know if they have the tip-off down, but that would be another small advantage for them. I probably should know, because if the last game had like 9 goals, feels like there's a guaranteed friendship there somewhere. There's just so many potential positions. Is it possible to not have one? Is maybe the better question. So I guess when you think about it, like, let's say you're on the very furthest side and your teammate's on the very furthest side, right? That's one position. And if when you switch places, that's another one. And I think there's a rotation of 6 tip-offs. So yeah, it definitely should be possible to never have a friendship tip-off, but it's so rare. But that's a great take. Renshiro dribbling it up above. I think that was cmarmotte flying after it. Maybe expecting a speedier dribble. Or maybe a direct shot, I don't know. Maybe he didn't recognize he was the last defender. Gets a bump. But that does slow Marmot down. So Rounds with the early lead. Had to avoid the blunder of the last game. It was a devastating 6 goals. There's just no coming back from that. But now that they've got the lead, now they've got a chance at a shot. It just tucks it in. Renshiro allows Danny to whoosh past it. Oh, it's painful too. He looked like he got a piece of it, but hit with his wheels. Not an easy shot there for Renshiro, having to have some surgeon precision to slot that in. But yeah, Danny in his panic just super flipped into it, getting his jump swallowed whole by that curve. That's the worst part. It lasts for so long. I think most players, as they're driving up that curvature from the ground to the wall, like, they have a healthy fear of knowing not to jump in that situation, maybe even wait too long. That's the most frustrating thing. It flips your car in a funny way. It keeps you too close to the wall, so you're not getting the distance you expect. Doesn't get much worse than that. Danny dribbling along the outside is going to take it up the wall, hoping cmarmotte's got a play. He does have a touch, but it's not going to be a particularly scary shot. Danny with the 50. Watch the bump. cmarmotte is evacuated. Shot's going to be on target. Just a double jump to save it. The boost situation, though, for blue team. He wanted to break free and get some boost, but now he might be in trouble. The shot barely saved and lifted up. Is it over? There is nobody left to make a follow-up shot from Rounds. That is crazy. That one felt like they had a lost position, and it was only a matter of time. Bump attempt there from cmarmotte to slow Renshiro down. The demo is not there. Somehow Marmot gets the boost. Hardly makes sense. FNSi will refill in the opposite corner. Danny setting the pass up. Marmot is retreating. Maybe that's a smart move. I thought he had an opportunity, but Renshiro is going to be there quickly. Maybe it's just a 50-50 that Marmot doesn't want to take. If you're the last person on defense, that should kind of change your perspective on what opportunities to go for. But eventually, I feel like the script has to be flipped. Oh, no way. That one just falls in. I can't believe Danny didn't get a touch here. There might even be a blue trail. No, he's just too low. Now, I think the way the rim and the net obscure the ball, it matters more than you might expect. Especially if you can't see how the touch is performed. That's everything. Like, your baked-in Rocket League brain is used to seeing a car make contact with the ball in a certain way, and you can manipulate that. What a shot here! cmarmotte pass to Danny on the backboard, slams it in right on top of FNSi. Let's see if that's savable from his perspective. No, there's no way, right? Oh, it looks like he makes contact. I imagine with a slightly higher ping, he feels more robbed. Let's see if they've got this. Indeed they do. Hits it to the side. So this is interesting because FNSi and Renshiro kind of do that tip-off differently, knowing that the other team is going to be faster. They send the off-center player, which is slower. Otherwise, I think they would have had a decent block, but because of that slowness, cmarmotte is able to just chip that. Oh, that's so close. Chip that right around the blocker. I lost my train of thought. I wanted to finish something. Oh, that's scary. I wanted to finish a thought from a while ago, but then we had like 2 goals scored back-to-back. Here comes a potential shot. Renshiro just takes the direct. Renshiro, his accuracy is nuts right now. Taking just swishes, right? From point-blank range, finding these slim margins to keep the ball really low, making it impossible to save. That is going to be crucial. A 3-goal lead now for rounds heading into the final 90 seconds should be devastating. But you always got to keep that thought in the back of your mind. cmarmotte and Danny had 6 goals. Most of them scored within a couple minutes. FNSi is going to just slam that down. When it rains, it pours, I guess. So this 50-50 was huge. Just the perfect pass. FNSi couldn't ask for a better one. Definitely something to consider too, chat. You're looking to improve your hoops game. Find those backboard passes. If the opposing defense doesn't have the backboard held down, you can slam it to the backboard. It's like the perfect spot to pass to your teammate often. It's real nice. Danny is going to center this. Just going for the dribble. Nice and high with the pinch. Just goes outside. No power on that. cmarmotte with a massive 50. Straight to the ceiling. He retreats and gathers the full boost on the mid. Danny will keep the pressure going. Looking for another pinch. Renshiro right in the way. Great defense. And the ball is just going to steadily roll back the other direction. Into the ceiling. cmarmotte's got a piece of it. FNSi demoed will respawn and take the shot to follow up. It's right in, too. Danny has to stretch for that. Danny again. Pass to cmarmotte. It's a little bit awkward. Oh, no, not like this. Nice save. Shot from Renshiro. cmarmotte goes way early for that. Making it a little bit hard for Danny to get that save, but he does pull it out. A 4-goal deficit, though, at this point. Too much to overcome. Here's Renshiro trying to make it 5. Gets the block, a double save, but now there's no one left. FNSi's going to have the double. It's too slow. Danny bonks it off the rim. That is an orange trail on that. The shot from cmarmotte, a creative one, but easy to block. And that will be how this game ends. We're going to game 3. The first game won in a devastating fashion by cmarmotte and Danny, but the second game looks like Rounds GG has awoken from their slumber. On the other side, looks like 445 took out Ominous Drago. All right, the winner of this goes in to the winners finals. Guaranteed at least 3rd place. The loser has to play, I think, just one best of 1. Pinch is going to go sideways here. Danny setting the pass up to cmarmotte is a bold one. He's trying to calculate how do I possibly deflect this in. Renshiro is blocked here. Back over to FNSi. He's holding the fort. Gets the refill on the boost, too. Good timing. Danny blocked by FNSi. Here comes the shot. Oh, it's just in. More needle precision here from cmarmotte. Really feels like cmarmotte and Renshiro are just flexing their ability to aim small and miss small. Renshiro going for kind of a different tip-off. That feels like an old school one. That's a crazy wave dash. He might have been able to zap dash out of that too. That'd been so sick. But yeah, the tip-offs. The meta is kind of shifting so that players really want to get a reset off of that. But it does lose to where you just fly after it and tip your nose down towards the floor. Hit it with the roof of your car. You get a lot of surface area on it. It's pretty powerful. That last teeny flick there by cmarmotte, read by Renshiro. He recovers here on the sidewall. It's a launching shot there from FNSi. Danny has to deflect that. No double touch for him, so now Renshiro's going to have an opportunity. Just takes it to the back wall. Deflected by cmarmotte. Pinch. FNSi hoping the boost respawns right after him. No, that's tragic. He will be able to double back for it. But that easily could have been the reason that a goal was lost. Just a tiny delay in that internal timer. Nice save there. Retreating save from Danny. cmarmotte off the net. No follow-up. Danny will clock it all the way to the ceiling. No waterfall there. The defense will have an easy time with it. Danny with a lot of boost. Pinch into the ceiling, trying to get more out of it, but it's a double save. Shots direct on. Ooh, barely saved there by cmarmotte. I thought he completely whiffed, but he saw the rim. So, good move. Danny attacking. Not a lot of boost to spare. It's going to roll around in a tricky way. Still saved away by FNSi. Tiny tap for cmarmotte. He is still retreating, though. Danny should have that. Should have that, no problem. Is how I was going to finish that sentence. What went wrong? It's the same thing, dude. He is really struggling with defense along the backboard as he drives up the floor. It's so unusual. Tie game. Could be a close one. Half the game to go. Marmotte with a full tank. Shot is not going to happen. He's so far away. He's going to have a follow-up here. Just blocked. No problem. Over to Danny. FNSi gets it from the backboard, trying to set Renshiro up. Danny's got an interception. Renshiro's kind of out of position. Someone needs to save this. Oh, no. So, FNSi wants to go underneath. Or, sorry. Yeah, I think he does, but Renshiro's in the way. Right? So, FNSi goes up above to try not to bonk into Renshiro, I think. He still thinks he can get that save, and maybe he can. With the perfect navigation around the rim. But it would not be easy. That does give EU plus NA no way the lead. It's a lot to say. Power slide. Renshiro takes the boost and then barrels straight after the ball. FNSi will have the full boost. Nice block there from cmarmotte. It's over Renshiro's head, so he half flips. Refills on the same boost. A back pass potential. Just hoping Danny gets involved, but going to be easy for the defense to save. Over to Marmotte, though. Good position again. Kind of cutting Renshiro off from collecting that pass. The shot here, he just takes it the whole way. Beating both players on, I guess you could call this a dribble. He has no boost. Tip up. Just mashing the flip button to get there as fast as possible. And the best part is you might as well. Because you need to get back and rotate behind Danny. There's another one all the way to the ceiling. The waterfall is so dangerous, and the shot is just off. Marmotte slamming into Danny a few times. But yeah, that's it. You got to retreat back, so you might as well try to make a touch on the way back. And it worked out that time. I imagine that's a low percentage shot cmarmotte just made. He's trying to utilize the backboard, knowing he's going to beat Renshiro to it in the passing play over to Danny. No one's there to stop him. Double saved. That might mean the defense is a little bit slow to counteract this, but the shot from cmarmotte is going to be too low. The defense is going to have time to reposition. 3-1 into the final minute. Renshiro on the dribble. Just a flick available to him. No, a double jump, and it's in! I think he might have nudged Marmotte out of the way. So, double jump. And just oh, it's Marmotte that hits it. Is that in and before then? I don't know. I can't tell. If so Marmotte flipped into it and then hit it and then got bumped. So it feels like it's just an own goal. He certainly had no boost to really stop that. Maybe it was inevitable. Renshiro to the sidewall. Danny's going to have no problem here. So if you're the blue team, do you just try to play some defense? Or do you try to get one last goal? Renshiro on the dribble, just 50 away. cmarmotte with a straight shot, trying to bump FNSi out of the way. The ball will go nice and high, and Danny retreats. I think it's very telling. They want to make sure they don't overcommit. One bad 50 will make this overtime. 15 seconds now for rounds, but Marmotte in control of the ball, tries to center it, flicks around one. Pinches outside, looking for bumps. Danny still not going after that. Just trying to make sure they always have a 50-50 ready. One last attempt. cmarmotte does get possession of the ball. It taps down. We just need to keep the ball lifted. No, he's dropped it. Tragic. The away demos can recoil your car and push you away from the line of the ball. But that does mean Danny and cmarmotte going to go to play against Panda and Ian. That's a terrifying team. But the winners final is going to be a best of 5. So we're going to catch that Just give me a second to get the players into a lobby, guys. I'm going to cut to a quick break in the meantime. Don't go anywhere.